The Floppy Ghost Cube is a non-WCA puzzle that was produced by YJ in 2017. It cost $2.50 on CubeCZ, about £2, although the cost is closer to £4 on other stores like The Cubicle. In this video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on this cube and talking about whether you should get it. This cube really doesn't turn that well. The turning is pretty smooth, but there is absolutely no corner cutting, and you definitely cannot turn it very fast. This seems to be a recurring thing with floppy cubes, so it makes sense that this one has this issue as well. However, the turning is not bad enough to be a huge issue, like it is on the Void Cube. It's just a bit disappointing. Also, despite the cheap price, it doesn't have the cheap feel that you can get on other non-WCA puzzles of similar price. The solve of the cube is pretty easy, and it's fully intuitive, which is nice. The 5 axes make it more interesting than a floppy cube solve, but it's still quite simple to do if you know where all the pieces should go. You pretty much do everything piece by piece until the last 2 edges and then their 3 corners, where you move the edges in turn until the corners are in place and edges are oriented, and then move the corners around the cube if they're not oriented. So, should you get this cube? Well, I actually think this cube is a really good option for a lot of people. For less than £3 on CubeCZ, you get an interesting cube that gives you a unique solving experience. I think it's very good compared to a lot of other cheap, non-WCA puzzles, most of which are either 3x3 shape mods or just very low quality. If you want a unique cube that isn't really complicated and difficult to solve, then there are very few options in the non-WCA market. Cubes like the Ready Cube and Coin Pyraminx are good options, but apart from that, there are very few. So it's really good that the Floppy Ghost Cube also provides this. If you want a relatively simple cube that isn't a 3x3 shape mod, the Floppy Ghost Cube is a really good choice.